channel. In today's video, I'm gonna do this makeup look that I'm wearing right now, and it's like a everyday wear makeup look for me at least. This is kind of what I wear when I go to work and do nails all day long. And just a little, well, actually two disclaimers. First disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. I do this because I love painting. I love creative things. I've said this in my previous videos, but I feel like I need to tell you once again because the stuff that I do may not be the right way to do it. I'm just having fun with it. So if you are all up for that, just keep watching. Second disclaimer is you're gonna see my hair color change during this video actually, because I'm filming two videos today. One is with this makeup look, which I started out with, and then I also dyed my hair a little bit more pink. So in just a second, we're gonna switch back to the faded out pink, and then you're gonna see me wearing this pink again. Abracadabra. If you want to see how that happened, I'm gonna post a video right up here in the information icon. So you can click on that to see how I'm actually maintaining my pink hair. Last thing, just want to say welcome to all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And to all my old subscribers, thank you very much. Love you all. And let's just jump right into the tutorial. Makeup time, go. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. As usual, I don't really know what I'm doing when I don't have my glasses on, but let's try to make this work, shall we? And I'm out. I'm seriously blind. If you didn't know this, I am pretty much blind. So to all my almost blind fellows out there, hello or hi or whatever. So since this is gonna be more like of a natural kind of look-ish, just gonna start by putting on this little guy right here. It is from Bare Minerals. It's called Complexion Rescue. It's a tinted hydrating gel cream. So it's like a BB cream. It just adds a little bit, it just hides a little bit of that red blemishes that you have or whatever. I'm not gonna put this all over my face though, because I have really dry, well, I have combined skin. I have really dry skin, but then like in the T-zone I get super oily during the day. So I'm actually trying to stay away from those areas. So just kind of going around here, because if I put this on my forehead and like under, well, like too much underneath my nose or like these lines right here, it's gonna start creasing up. I've been using a sponge for this, but lately I feel like I think I'm gonna just use my fingers because I feel I can get it more like into the skin and make it a little bit more flawless. I don't want this to be packed on my face. I still want to have a little bit of shine, natural shine coming through from my skin. I don't want to cover up too much of that. Once again, this is going to be like a natural type of look, not like if you're doing a photo shoot or going out or whatever. Just more like of a natural glow was what I'm going for. After that, I'm gonna go in with this one right here, Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and I'm just gonna apply that right underneath here. I have a little bit of trouble covering up my dark areas around here, and as I mentioned in another video, I think that this one may be a little bit too yellow for me, but it's the only one I have, so if I pack on too much product underneath my eyes or around my eye area, because you know I am not that, well, I'm young, but I'm not that young anymore. I'm actually 32 for you guys who didn't know. So I do have, I wouldn't say a lot, but I do have a couple of lines coming through. So that's why I don't want to put too much product underneath here, because it's gonna just highlight that and make them really visible. Same thing here, I'm using this sponge for this, but lately I've been changing it to just a regular like concealer brush and kind of just hack it in instead like this. You get a little bit more coverage with this, and then just make sure that you look up like this so you get it like really into the lines. And Here is also where I get a little bit of redness, so I'm just gonna cover that up. And once again, actually, just gonna finishing off by using my fingers really carefully around here. This is all just preference. I know that a lot of people like that high covering foundation, but on me, it doesn't, I don't know how to say it. I panic more or less because it feels like I'm stuck in a mask or something. So I really want to have the base as light as possible. Yeah, I'm more like the natural look type of gal. Next up, we have Bare Minerals, and this is the shade Fairly Light, and I'm gonna use this Bare Minerals brush as well. This is the one that is discontinued, but you can probably find something similar to this. It is called Soothing Compress. All right, just gonna take a little bit in the lid right here, just grab a tiny little bit of product. I don't want to have too much, and then just swirl it around in my lid. You all know how to do this. And I'm just gonna apply this more or less all over my face, but I don't want to apply too much because if you take too much at once, it's gonna get cakey. So I would say rather build it up and use less product and then build it up than like just slapping a whole ton of product on, and then you're gonna look like a doll, but not like in a good way. But yeah, just slapping it on like pretty much everywhere. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna do with the skin. Hopefully you can see that I still have a little bit of natural glow around here, so it doesn't look too cakey, it doesn't look like too artificial. It's just, you know, the way I like to have it. I'm gonna go in with an eye primer. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and it's anti-aging. We love that. So I'm just gonna apply that all over my lid. And guess what? I'm gonna smear it out with my fingers because that's what I do. I wanna do some contouring, but it's gonna be like more of a subtle contouring. This one is just a total mess. I'm just gonna try to see if I really need to buy a new one of this, but yeah, it looks like this. Yeah, so this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, contour palette, and I'm gonna use these two colors right here. I'm gonna mix them together like this. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush as well. And then I'm just gonna go into my cheekbones like that. I'm a very pale girl. You might have noticed that. So these shades are perfect because they're very cold toned. When I use bronzer or something like that, I just look like Donald Trump. It's not for me. Just going a little bit around here, just making it very natural. Hopefully it's not gonna look too contrasty on camera, but I'm not using too much. Just want to have like a natural shade going right underneath. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that darker shade and just put that like right in the middle and work it out. I really do hope that it's not looking too much on camera. In real life, it's looking pretty fierce. I'm actually gonna fade that out a little bit. Overall, it looks very natural. Just hope that the camera picks that up. Cool, let's do some cheeks. I have my trusted Naked Urban Decay Flushed, and it is a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush in one. I'm only gonna use the blush for now, so I'm just gonna start back here and work my way down. Same thing here. I really hope that this does not look like a clown on camera, but since this is my second makeup video, you know, I'm learning as I go. I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna go like, yeah, probably need to turn the lights down or whatever. It's a learning process, so just bear with me. Trying my best here. I'm gonna take the Huda Beauty 3D Highlighter Palette, and it's in the shade Pink Sense Edition. You know, when you're doing like a natural kind of glow look, like I'm gonna do today, of course we need highlighter. I'm just gonna add that first shade Capri onto my cheeks. I don't like to apply this too far down, like down here, because then you can see a lot of the pores and I'm a little bit allergic to that. So I'm just gonna apply that up here. And this is like a base for the next color. It's like really subtle, it's really pretty and nice, but yeah, this is supposed to be like a natural look, but I still think we can push it a little bit when it comes to highlighter. So we're gonna go in with Santorini, and I'm just gonna apply that right here. I must say that this is also, I mean, this is buildable, so if you want to add more layers of this, you can make this like a strobe highlight, but it's probably gonna look like a strobe highlight on camera. Still, it looks very pretty in real life. Okay, just gonna add a little bit on my nose, not too much, and then right here. Very pretty. Same thing here. I try to be a little bit careful up here because if I apply too much, you can see a lot of the lines going straight across my face like a runway. We're gonna leave that one for now. I'm actually gonna use this one for the eye makeup as well, but just putting that away for now. So this is, yeah, well, pretty much the base. Moving on to eyes. I'm gonna take my trusted and very much loved palette, also Kat Von D, and it's the Shade and Light Eye Contour palette. It is the bomb! Going in with a brush of some sort, a fluffy brush, and you have the cold tones, you have the warm tones, and then you have like more of a neutral tones. More of neutral tones. I'm gonna go with the warm tones today because that is kind of like my thing. I like warm tones. So I'm gonna go in with the first shade up here as my transition color. Like a real, ooh, beauty guru. I'm just gonna put that in my crease up here, and I'm more or less kind of following the line of my eyebrow. So you can see here that I'm like following this line right here and down here, just to open up my eye as much as possible, since I've already told you that I have hooded eyes. For you hooded eyes people out there, just pull that first color up pretty high and follow the eyebrow. So that's the first shade, and then I'm gonna go in with the second shade, this really like rusty red. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm just gonna do the same motion but adding it just a tiny little bit underneath that first shade and kind of blending them together. So I'm going a little bit up, kind of keeping my main focus like right below that first one, fading that first one up a little bit more. Gonna go in with that first transition color once again and just kind of make sure that we have that nice transition up to the brow. Pulling it out a little bit so we get like a faked, almost like cat eye effect. It's also good if you have like hooded eyes, or if you have like a little more rounded eyes, so you just want to pull that out a little bit. So I'm going to take a smaller or more dense like blending brush, and I'm going to take that brown-ish color and just place it just where I have that little V shape and drag it out, blending it together with first or the second color and pulling it back onto the lid as well, like down here. Same thing here, I'm kind of pulling the V out a little bit so we get that cat eye effect. I'm just slightly pulling that up over those other colors and kind of just blending that together. I'm not taking new product on and just using whatever's left, and then just blend it up a little bit. Blending brush, okay, fluffy brush. Just gonna go over all my colors and make sure that I have a seamless transition from all the colors right here. Taking a pencil brush, but I need something a little bit darker just around the V, and then kind of dragging it over a little bit. So I'm gonna take that neutral shade, the darker neutral shade, and then I'm gonna kind of just draw out the V like this, dragging it onto the lid around the lash line, and then just pulling it over my lid, blending it out a little bit, just to create that extra little depth in my face. Once again, pulling it out so we get that little extra V winged cat eye, whatever you want to call it. Okay, once again going in with a fluffy brush and blending that in. Cool. Before we start doing stuff underneath the eyes, I want to go in with like a white shade-ish. Brush. Just a normal packing brush. I'm gonna take this shade right here at the end, and I'm gonna start packing that into the inner part of my lid, kind of creating like a half cut crease, but I don't want to have it like I don't want the line to be too liney. I want it a little bit more blended, so just gonna go in very carefully with that. I love these matte eyeshadows. They're just like, oh, they're so pretty. And of course, guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna blend. So I'm blending that really sharp line, and then I'm blending it like in the middle of the eye like that. So I'm blending the dark color and the lighter color together like that. Bam! And there you go. Let's do underneath, because why not? I'm gonna take my pencil brush once again, and I'm gonna go in with that neutral darker shade. So the camera decided to shut down on me, so I'm just gonna do like a quick recap of what the stuff that you obviously didn't see. I put that neutral dark shade just right underneath my lower lash line, and then I took that bronzy red and put it right on top, and then kind of blended it down a little bit. Thing is that when I do my eye makeup, because I'm wearing glasses, I try to add just a tiny little bit extra underneath here than what you probably normally would do, because my glasses take away a lot of the makeup. So just to make my eyes kind of pop a little bit more through the glasses, it's nice to just pull that shade down a little bit. That's pretty much what I did. I was also talking about eyebrows. As you can see, it started with this eyebrow, and then I did like half of this one. We're gonna do more like of a whiskey eyebrows, because I've been going back and forth a little bit. I did my brows in one way, and then I kind of changed it over a little bit more to like ombre style, and now I'm really into like these kind of bushy eyebrows. I know that I told you in another video then I didn't like it, but now I like it. So what I did was I used a tinted brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's in the shade Espresso. And then I just brushed it through my eyebrows, and now I'm gonna continue with this eyebrow. So just brushing it through like this. So this is not gonna be like that perfect brow. I really want to have it like a little bit messy, and pulling it upwards, of course. So I'm really curious, like what kind of brows do you usually like? So let's do a poll. I'm gonna put it up here in the information, blah blah blah. And do you like more like wispy brushy eyebrows like this? Do you like ombre eyebrows? Do you like more when you can see the strokes, and more like perfectly shaped eyebrows? I'm gonna put that in, and I would love to hear your thoughts about it. I'm actually gonna go in with my Brow Wiz, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's in the shade dark brown. Just want to add a little bit of strokes and just kind of clean it up a little bit underneath the eyebrow right here, so it's not all over my face, and especially making that little wing and filling out those little bases where I don't have any hair. Yeah, I really do like the look of these kind of more natural eyebrows for now. Just making that little line underneath your brow does so much for cleaning up, and then like the upper part can be pretty wispy. Just gonna take a spoolie brush and just feather that out a little bit so the lines are not too hard. I'm actually gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I can't say Anastasia Beverly Hills fast, but it's a clear brow gel. I'm gonna try to push the little or few actually hair pieces that I have upwards. These little guys work hard. I appreciate them. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm gonna take another little brush, and I'm gonna do a tiny little bit of highlight just underneath my brow to make that pop a little bit. So obviously you can leave it here, or if you want to add eyeliner, you can do that. I'm gonna do that for now. We're gonna use the tattoo liner by, guess who? Kat Von D. One Asian version of Kat Von D. So I'm just gonna draw my line and flick it. flick. Starting from like 1/3 of that line and just pulling it back. So I'm not doing this as thick as I did in my first video. Just making it a little bit thinner. There you go. Next one. I know you're not supposed to pull your eyelids too much, and I don't overdo it, but at the same time, my eyes are getting a little bit looser. You know, because of age. That's just how it is. Just embrace it. But I need to pull it a little bit, just so I can get into those creases and whatever lines. So I'm pretty happy with that. And all that's left is pretty much just some mascara. Mascara. How do you say mascara in English? Mascara. Mascara sounds like a snobbier version of the mascara. Whatever, I'm gonna put this on. I'm actually using the L'Oreal False Lash Architect mascara. But if you have suggestions on other brands with the same kind of effect, I mean, these are building up the lashes like crazy. But I'm still like, I don't know if I want to buy the L'Oreal products because they're not cruelty free. I really don't want to buy it. I was in a hurry, like I was going to Orlando, Vegas. I was going to the States anyway. And I had to buy a mascara like because it was like really urgent. So I just grabbed this one because I know that this works. But if you have suggestions for me with another brand that's actually cruelty-free, vegan, please let me know if you have any like holy grails when it comes to mascaras that really builds up your lashes and make them like look like false lashes. That's what I want. But for now, I'm gonna use this one. So looking at this, I actually want to go in with just a white eyeliner pencil and brighten up that waterline. Also a little trick for you guys if you are wearing glasses just like me. There you go. I'm gonna put something on my lips. Usually I just use the Elizabeth Arden paste, whatever it's called, 24-hour blah blah cream. I am obsessed and addicted, more or less addicted to this one. But I want to have like some kind of color on my lips, I think. I'm gonna try to find something else to put on my lips and I'll be back very soon. So I went and got one of my absolute go-to favorite lipsticks. It's a matte lipstick, but it still has a little bit more of a cream formula to it. It's just, oh God, I love it. Your lips are not getting dried out during the day. They actually stay hydrated and the color is just freaking, this is a perfect cold tone, like mauve-ish kind of color. A lot of you guys have been asking on my Instagram and Snapchat and so on. It's from NYX. It's called matte lipstick. Okay. And it's in the shade Butter, so we're gonna put that on. Actually, you know, to make this look a little bit more natural, I would have preferred using more of a pinkish tone kind of lip gloss thingy, but I have nothing like that. So this will do for now. I mean, it still matches the eye color, so it still works, but to make this a little bit more natural, I would have chosen just something with a little bit more of a pink tone, a little bit more transparent and not this opaque, but still is a very pretty color, so I'm pretty happy with that. You know what? That pretty much sums this look up. I'm gonna put my glasses on and see what mess I've made. Oh, it's not that bad. I think it looks pretty okay, and you can still see the shine. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna add one more thing. I want to add the Matte Fix Plus spray. Just spray that all over my face because it makes it look very much more natural and not as cakey. And yes, I love how this smells. So yeah, this is pretty much what I would wear on my way to work. It's a very like, yeah, natural kind of look. It doesn't draw too much attention, but it highlights your good features of your face. In this light though, because I have like my studio lights, I have this light coming out from my mirror and everything, I look like a grease ball. But as I said, in real life, it is very pretty. You know what? As a bonus, I'm actually gonna show you my new hair color together with this look. I'm gonna go and film that video. I'm gonna make my hair more pink. I'm gonna style it, come back, and then we're gonna finish off the video. You've already seen it though because I did it in the intro. But anyways, I'll see you in a tiny bit. And we're back to pink hair. Well, I had, you know what I mean. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed that little makeup tutorial slash whatever you want to call it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up before leaving. And you know, I will see you in the next one. Love you all. Take care. Bye.